Awful lot of oil dry down here at Kansas Speedway. The cloud as they try and vacuum up the excess and get it blown off the racetrack, and we continue under the 8th caution of today's Hollywood Casino 400. An event that has been rather eventful so far, particularly where the championship is concerned. Jimmy Johnson of note.
Jimmy had gotten back in the pack because of a pit stop and just lost it coming out of turn 4, got up into the wall. They made a lot of repairs. He's back out there still in the lead lap.
Leading the race when a caution flag came out just after he made a green flag pit stop. That's what got him behind. And the most recent yellow, trouble in turn 2.
Landon Castle, Danica Patrick been kind of going at it all day. Looks like Danica gets the worst of it here.
And they've got quite a bit of cleanup still to do at this racetrack, so we're still a bit away from the restart. Time for us to go NASCAR Nonstop, presented by Ram. Doubling up for the restart at Kansas Speedway. Restart that'll come with 105 laps to go. And us appearing to be in one of those situations again where we're right on the bubble of the fuel window.
It's almost identical to last week. There was 110 laps to go last week when the leaders made their last caution flag pit stop.
Here's the reason we were under the caution flag. Danica Patrick and Landon Castle with an extended tangle.
Well, rule number 1 of stock car racing is learn how to wreck someone without wrecking yourself.
Yeah, if you're going to have paybacks or send a message, then you need to not wreck yourself, for sure. Part of the learning process.
All right, couple things, housekeeping here. Jamie McMurray back on the lead lap after losing 2 laps. Took a wave around earlier, got the free pass on this caution, not pitting under the yellow. Mark Martin, Denny Hamlin, Eric Almirola, and Jimmy Johnson. They're in the top 4 spots. Matt Kenseth, the race leader to the caution, is now in 5th. As we go back racing.
How do these torn up race cars in 3rd and 4th perform up here in the front? Almirola and Johnson.
3 wide. Little sense of urgency on these restarts. Martin, Hamlin, Johnson, Boyer, Kenseth. Now the top 5. Check that. That's Almirola sliding in front of Kenseth to get that number 5 spot. And as they sort it out on the restart, we check in the garage with Dave.
Danica drove her car in, climbed from it. Are you okay? And what happened between you and Landon?
Yeah, I'm fine. You know, I've just been really frustrated with the 83. He slammed into me on the front straight for no other reason than his radio communication of she was in the way. And I've always played fair, but if it's one time I can imagine frustration, but it's been pretty consistent with him getting into me. So at some point in time, I got to stand up for myself or everybody's going to do it. So the bummer is that this was my Texas car, that we were having a good run, that we were making the car better, and I'm out of the race and he's not.
You have, this is the final race with Greg Zipadelli, veteran crew chief. He talked to you for a while afterwards. Any words of wisdom?
Be honest.
Thanks for being honest. Danica will join us again in Texas, not with this race car, though. Alan?
And Dave, as folks saw while you were interviewing Danica, Tony Stewart went for a slide off of turn number 2, running 11th at the time. He needs some new tires on that car, but he's lucky he doesn't need more.
Yeah, definitely battling Casey Kane right here. And you can see that situation that we talked about, that inside car coming up out of the corner. You just don't have all the air on the side of the car and on the spoiler. Tony does a great job here.
All the tires are blowing out. He still saved that thing.
That was incredible.
You can see that started as he went back to the throttle and tried to make this pass off the corner. Kind of knew he was in trouble. Did a really nice job not getting into Casey Kane right there and then not hitting the wall. Wow.
What I'm fascinated by, watch where he locks the brakes up, when he lets it off to try and get the car moving, when he puts them back on. That's how you guys do that. I have no idea. That's phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, it's so easy just to want to lock it down right there, but then you probably slide into the wall with the left front, mess up the front end. But Tony, as you can see, was working the brake pedal.
Looks like Jimmy Johnson's going to pit from about 4th spot.
Yep, with a few others. Dave?
Well, when you've got a car wrecked like Jimmy Johnson's was earlier, anytime you can get back in the lead serial as they have, and there's a chance to come in and work on it, take on some fresh tires, you do it. Slight tuning from now. It hasn't been horrible for Jimmy, but it's not the car it once was.
So 9th caution is out, and we've still got 100 laps to go. The NASCAR Sprint Cup Series presented by Ram. Well, let's see how many laps we get under the green flag this time. Mark Martin, the race leader, choosing the outside lane. Denny Hamlin is to his inside. And Clint Boyer to his inside.
Look at Paul Menard to the high side. Put Hamlin in the middle.
We were worried about it being single file.
Oh, trouble. Trevor Bayne, Marcus Ambrose. Caution is out again.
Hold the brakes. Hold the brakes. Come on down. A rear end damage here. Splitter damage.
You'll need to take it to the garage, Tim.
I can't tell. I can't see the back.
I probably should look this up
No,
before
bring
I
it to
say it
road
out loud, but I'm wondering if there's a full moon tonight. You know how races on your Saturday night short track always go a little crazy when there's a full moon?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I don't know what the answer to this is. I mean, we expected some action. Look at this.
Looked like Ambrose just drove it down in there.
Yeah.
Made contact with Logano, and then around it goes.
It's just that situation of trying to get everything you can, and they've become kind of comfortable right now with the racetrack and the grooves that they have and the speeds that they're carrying.
Well, Jimmy Johnson, I think we said this off the air. I'm not sure we said it on the air, how he got back there, and he just better watch out ahead of him
You know
for a
what?
little
See
bit.
it. You see it. You see it. You see it. Outside. Outside. Good job. Still outside.
I wasn't kidding.
Yeah, he dogged.
Save gas.
No takers on pit road among the leaders. Take a break. NASCAR Nonstop presented by Ram. Mark Martin, the race leader. And as we come to the green, a topic that may be a little painful for some of the faithful here in Kansas. With one of the best recruiting classes in the nation, John Calipari's Wildcats are reloaded to defend their national championship. Don't miss our exclusive multi-part series coverage of one of the top basketball programs in the country, Kentucky All Access. Wednesdays at 7 on ESPN.
Who wants to take me down?
What car does he drive? Eric Almirola in that 43. Into the wall earlier while leading, going back after the lead on Mark Martin. Oh, and out of round.
Gathered up here. Spun off of 2 guys. Looked like the right front went down. Tell us about it.
We stay under the green. Almirola safely back around to the pit lane. And Mark Martin now with a little bit of a pad out in front. He was side by side with Almirola off of turn number 2.
Just once again gets loose on the exit there. You can see a great job that they did behind.
Let's see, Matt Kenseth also got a piece of the wall.
All clear. Easy. Keep coming now.
Pretty hard hit by the 17 right there.
Have not called it. Keep going.
I'm sure that Mark Martin kept waiting for a caution because he knew that something had to happen there.
Oh, Biffle into the 16.
Just hold the brake here if you can. Just hold it right to the pit stall. Nice and easy. There you go.
All right, Rex, this is bad.
Running in third position, and that car just got away, and he hit the wall hard. Now already back in his pit stall.
I don't know, I just looked going straight in the wall. I don't know if he overcorrected from a loose situation off the corner, just snapped around. Hit hard.
Yep. See it start just getting sideways then, hard into the wall.
So one thing about this new configuration, there's not a lot of room to chase the car off turn 4 to get to that wall.
Easy. Hold it there. Hold it. Just hold the brake here if you can. Just hold it right to the pit stall. Nice.
Oh, see how close that was for Clint Boyer.
Yeah. Greg Biffle running up near the front, got a pit road speeding penalty earlier, went all the way back to 33rd, came all the way back up front to be running third at that point, and you can see the frustration on his part. He had a shot to win. So pit road going to be open here. We've had so many caution laps since all these front runners were in. Matt Kenseth probably needs to get the right side of that 17 looked at after getting into the wall, but I don't imagine we'll see a lot of takers here, Andy.
Well, they pitted with 110 laps to go, and most of them can go maybe 100 or about 55 laps. The doc looks like Matt's going to come in and get his car worked on.
Yeah, they talked about doing right sides only, but then Matt said, you know, go ahead and put 4 on it while you're fixing it. We might as well put the left sides on. Right now they're going to work on getting the fender pulled away right rear. Kenseth said he was watching the 43 spin and just lost it for a second, and that's when he got up in the wall. They are going to come around. Well, they're going to come around and put left sides on now. Take their time, get the right rear fender pulled away. So, Matt, we'll still have to make one more stop, by the way. You cannot make it from here on fuel. They were hoping to be able to squeeze it to lap 212 and make it, but now pulling right front and right rear fender away and left side tires going on. Guys?
All right, so eventful action after that last restart. Aric Almirola spins off turn 2, racing for the lead. He gets the free pass at this caution. Matt Kenseth also into the outside wall. He continued, now pits for repairs. We go NASCAR Nonstop, presented by Ram.